What is going on, everybody? Brad here, and I'm joined with none other than Aaron Beyer, and we're going to be talking about something that literally just popped on our radar. If you can't tell by these two faces in your video screen right now, we were not prepared for this, but we are going to be talking about Jurassic Park Survival, a brand new game that is coming out sometime in the future. We're learning about this all as we go. This is wild. Aaron, what is that noise and how are you doing?
Well, you see, I was playing some Jurassic Park collection on my portal while
fancy guy.
I was watching the Game Awards. What just happened? Just happened?
All right, so
what is going on?
We're watching the Game Awards, right? And I said to Aaron, I'm like, we're just minding our own business, just watching. I'm like, all right, I want to see what the game of the year is going to be. You know, I got some thoughts. I want to see what's happening. And then Jeff...
Who cares anymore? Who cares?
Well, Jeff Keighley's just, casually like, so, we've got another thing we want to show off that's been 65 million years in the making. And I'm just sitting there like, it's a dinosaur game. It's a dinosaur game. And a little part of my heart was like, yeah, but that's definitely like a Jurassic thing. I don't know if he's trying to copy it and just make his own thing, but it got me a little bit as he was saying it. And then I looked over at my wife and I'm like,
Bye.
I'm like, what is going on? What is happening here? What is this? And I'm like, oh my God. Like I was freaking out. We'll have to ask my wife. She's not down here. But I was like just floored and barely paying attention because I couldn't contain myself. So we got to see a trailer for Jurassic Park Survival at the Game Awards.
I didn't even see the whole, because I was like looking for your contact in my phone, like through like half of it. I don't. Was what I said to you even appropriate to put online? Like, can I say? I don't know if I can even say it. From live reactions. Oh, I can say it because I typoed it. Can I say the typo? Will you let me say the typo?
You can say the typo. It's not a curse. It's just a typo.
I wrote to Brad. I said, now granted, I haven't talked to Brad in chat for, I don't know, like 2 weeks.
In text, yeah.
I was just let's freaking go.
And I was scrambling. I've gotten really good at...
You write, sufferer. WTF is happening? How did this happen?
Yeah. And then how did I not know this? I was just saying, like, I've gotten really good at like typing on my phone and not looking at it, but this time it was a complete mess, and I'm just like frantically trying to write to you and say what is happening. I'm like, we need to record about this ASAP, and you're like, now. All right.
I mean, Brad, the last time we were excited for a Jurassic video game like this has got to be Jurassic World Evolution 1. And I think at that announcement, I think even going back and listening to that coverage that we did on the day or whatever, we willed this into existence, man. We did it. We did it again. We willed this into existence.
I can't believe it. So let's just start talking about this thing. I actually was sent a press release when this all went down. I checked my email and I was like, oh my God, I got a press release on this. So that was very cool to see. I'm not going to bring it up here, but it's Saber Interactive reveals Jurassic Park Survival for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X/S. Explore Isla Nublar and face terrifying dinosaurs in this thrilling single-player action-adventure game set just after the events of the iconic Jurassic Park films. Just after the event. Somebody's been listening, because that's what we've just been saying like constantly for years
But like,
now.
okay, now Brad, we gotta put our canon hats on. Is this happening while the Telltale game is happening?
The Telltale game is not happening, as far as I know. Yeah, it can't have possibly happened. So forget Telltale. That is out of it until we play this game and figure out exactly what's in there. Dodgson's
I'm sure it has nothing to do with it.
Dodgson's out there uncovering the Barbasol can in Camp Cretaceous. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. But all right, so the rest of the press release here says, tonight at the Game Awards, Saber Interactive, in partnership with Universal Games and digital platforms, announced a new video game, 65 million years in the making, Jurassic Park Survival, in development to be published by Saber for PC, PlayStation, blah, blah, blah. This single-player action-adventure game is the immersive experience Jurassic Park fans have always dreamed of. Players will return to a fully realized Isla Nublar, filled with, I'm like shaking here, filled with living dinosaurs, and to be part of an all-new story set the day after the events of the beloved 1993 Jurassic Park film from Universal and Amblin. There's more, but wait. Welcome to Jurassic Park Survival. Players will take on the role of Dr. Maya Joshi, an InGen scientist who was unable to evacuate. Did I say the right word?
Just move on, because
just move on. Yeah. Evacuate Isla Nublar in an original adventure made for fans of the Jurassic Park franchise and those who revel in narrative-driven games. They'll be challenged to survive an intense mix of first-person stealth and action in thrilling encounters with dinosaurs, each with their own distinct and adaptive behaviors brought to life by John Hammond's vision. Players will be able to dive into a lush world full of wonder, mystery, and danger as two species separated by 65 million years come face to face. This is a quote here from Tim Willits, COO of Saber Interactive, and Tim says, "As longtime fans of Jurassic Park, we're truly honored to embark on this exciting journey. Our goal is to capture the magic and wonder of the iconic film by bringing a blend of longtime development expertise and a genuine passion for the source material." This is from Jim Molinetz, Senior Vice President, Production and Marketing, Universal Games and Digital Platforms. Jim says, "We've consistently heard from our fans." This is the ongoing theme.
No. No. They've consistently heard us.
Yeah. We've consistently heard from our fans that they've been waiting for a game to immerse them in Jurassic Park like never before. And well, we found a way. You could have gone, well, life found a way. Like, that would have been a better. Come on, Jim.
You could have said, well, Aaron and Brad have been talking about it for like 10 years. So
yeah,
we're just going to do that.
Jim continues saying, "We're excited to finally reveal the iconic film is coming to life in an all-new video game in partnership with the amazing talent at Saber Interactive, and can't think of a better way to culminate the year-long celebration of Jurassic Park's 30th anniversary with this thrilling announcement." So there are a few key features. It says, explore Isla Nublar. Players will venture through a fully realized Isla Nublar filled with reactive wildlife, dinosaurs, and other surprising threats, from the iconic towering park gates to the visitor center and beyond. Jurassic Park comes alive like never before. Evade prehistoric predators. Players will outsmart, escape, and interact with the film's iconic dinosaurs. They'll use their ingenuity through a distraction and stealth to navigate intense and unforgettable encounters in a journey to outlast some of the deadliest creatures to ever walk the earth. And the last point here is survive the island. Players will be challenged to explore the park and face its dangers. They'll use all the resources at their disposal to find the intelligent solutions to endure the many threats that are lurking on Isla Nublar. And that seems to be about it from the press release. It did come with the press kit and stuff, so there are pictures and stuff from the trailer. But yeah, how does any of that make you feel when you hear, what they're talking about there in this press release?
Well, I mean, look, you and I have been talking about a survival game like Alien Isolation, right? Uh,
Yeah.
for Jurassic Park. And as soon as the trailer started, I just got those vibes. Like, I get this was just a cinematic trailer, like super beautiful pre-rendered footage, not in game. The game is probably in some form of gray box at this point. Like, it's probably not that beautiful yet. I As soon as she threw the flashlight in the trailer, I was like, oh yeah, here we go. Like, and so like I just from this, you kind of just get this idea that, I mean, she's not a physically strong female character, right? Like you're gonna have to use
Well,
the elements around you to outsmart the different animals.
I don't.
This idea of a fully realized Jurassic Park, I mean, buddy, like if the Fortnite Island is like a kilometer by 1 kilometer, is that big enough to do a fully realized Jurassic Park, do you think?
Yeah, I think like what
So
we
literally
get.
this just has to be the size of a Fortnite Island.
That's it.
And are we happy with that? Like,
I'd be 100% happy with that, because that takes a long time to run across. And I was playing Horizon Forbidden West the other day, and I'm like, this map
big.
is very
For
big.
Jurassic.
It's it's way too big for Jurassic, but at the same time, it's like, let's go from this city to this city in a matter of moments. Like, so they find ways to condense and spread out things to make it feel right. And I think with a Fortnite-sized map, you could absolutely, be able to traverse so many places. Visit. This is just my pipe dream, obviously. But visit, the Rex paddock and Triceratops paddock and the Raptor paddock. Like, just go all of these places freely. That would be amazing. I don't know if that's what we're gonna get, but I think that would be perfect. Yeah, I want to watch the trailer. I will probably get it'll probably get taken down to some extent if we just straight up watch the trailer. But I think we can kind of go frame by frame on this and at least see what we can see while we're watching the trailer. Just bear with me for a second. We're all doing this on the fly because we were not prepared for this whatsoever. Let's see. Here is the trailer.
Oh no, go ahead. Yeah, let's do the trailer, and then I want to talk about what Jurassic Park Survival was at one point. This is not the first time we've heard of this title.
No, yeah, it does sound familiar, the survival portion of it, but everything I think in the past year or so has just slipped in my mind, and I don't remember anything. So, do you have any information?
I do. Well, I have Wikipedia information, which is as reliable as we're gonna get. But the original Jurassic Park Survival Jurassic Park Survival is a canceled action-adventure video game, which this new one is not. Okay, action-adventure video game that was in development by Savage Entertainment and was to be published by Konami, which Konami is basically not doing original stuff anymore. They're doing a lot of collections and remasters of their old stuff. So Konami out, obviously, as Saber is owned by Aspire, which has actually had a lot of financial difficulties lately. So maybe that's why not Aspire, I'm sorry, Embracer. Embracer has had financial difficulties lately with a lot of layoffs in the media, and maybe that is because they didn't announce Embracer, they didn't say Saber Interactive. Maybe that has part to do with it. They didn't want the bad press of having done a bunch of layoffs recently. But anyway, Konami out. Based Park franchise, the game was to be released on the PlayStation 2 and Xbox in November 2001. It was also planned for Microsoft Windows and GameCube. So this is a title that's been floating out there in the industry for almost 20 years, right?
Yeah,
I want to
so.
say I've seen leaked photos of a Jurassic Park Survivor game that looked newer than those consoles and that era.
I know there were some photos of I feel like it was an Owen Grady.
It was in a
game.
raptor paddock or a Muldoon, in the raptor pen area. But it just seems like I mean, I don't really know why this original was canceled. I mean, I feel like did Operation Genesis just not do well at all? And so they were like, like the IP's kind of dead. I mean, like Jurassic Park 3 ain't the greatest, you know? Then Genesis comes out. So, I don't know. It says me.
Yeah. No,
says me, buddy.
I think everybody is in line there.
But oh my gosh, this new trailer. Oh my gosh.
Like this, you see this picture right here. Like this moment was the moment where I was like, oh my God. Like I can't believe what I'm watching. The T-Rex came out, looked brilliant, and then like unreal footage.
See, this is also the style of animation. Like when I saw this trailer, I was like, oh my gosh, I wish that Camp Cretaceous looked this good. Like I get it. There's a difference between a 5-season series and a 2-minute trailer or a minute trailer, but oh my gosh, yeah, let's watch it because oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna watch it because I don't want to get it cut off. But like, I just looked at this, and this is the moment where
after looks real.
After Jeff Keighley's like, yeah, this is 65 million years in the making. I'm like, ha ha ha. And then I saw this. I think maybe John Hammond or something. I saw this. I'm like, what? What is happening? So yeah, here we've got the the flyover and
dude, oh my gosh,
you're seeing the leftovers.
This is what I'm talking about, man. Like my gosh,
this is the Jeep that they drove. Mr. Hammond have decided not to endorse your park. So
Brad, what shot do you think made me like tear up as I'm watching it?
Dude, I don't remember any other shots from this trailer.
Oh, dude, I do. Oh my gosh, keep going.
Okay, so we've got the Jeep here with the waterfall, very long shot. This upside down.
It's so good.
Oh, look at that.
With the wall. Hey, is that the wall?
Is that the wall?
The wall is back.
It's a wall. It's
Saber Interactive. You understand.
It's a wall. Like this shot is what we not this is the one. This is the one.
God.
This is the one that got you, huh?
I just Brad. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's the shot, huh? I can figure that out. But going back to this shot, like this is the shot that we missed from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. We got this moment, this piece here, but whatever angle that they were shooting at never covered what we wanted to see, and it didn't feel like the same spot. This, when I just look at this little piece here,
dude, it's
that
base
looks
of
like
the tree where it flips down on top of Tim and Alan. Like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's the spot. And then, like you said, like, we get to see the wall up there. Like, what more could you ask for? Like, that is, you're seeing there's actual wires hanging down, and that's it. That's it. And this shot here, you mentioned, oh my gosh, these Gallimimus.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, like just jumping on top and everything.
Oh geez, man.
So dude, and this shot here is like, again, I'm like this is unreal. Like, a Gallimimus just steps.
They're just taking a nostalgia knife and just jabbing it into my chest.
Like, hey, I really love the Jurassic World movies.
Look at the colors of that Explorer versus the drabness of everything else. Like
that's what made this moment in the film like so perfect. But like, I really love the Jurassic World movies, but this is the stuff that I always got excited about when we got a glimpse of maybe the visitor center or the Explorer from Fallen Kingdom. Like, these are the moments where I got so excited and hyped because we're revisiting something, and this is a moment in time that I have always wanted to see. This paddock here, like the headlights are still on. This is directly after. Like, this is incredible. Alan Grant's hat just got stepped on by a Gallimimus, and we're talking.
Look at that render, dude. I mean, I know that's not in game. I know that's not in game.
I don't care. It doesn't.
But look how beautiful that is.
That's 1,000 times better than anything we got in that moment where they walked up to it in Jurassic World. That's what it should have looked like. And it looks like it's like I want to go back to that like thunder strike because that was just an incredible shot. Like oh my god, that was so good. So let's keep going. Oh man, we got the visitor center here. Great shot.
Look at the lighting of that. Look at that ring, dude. That lighting from the roof.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can see the individual, pieces of the light, the window,
light of the roof. Oh, dude, it's so good.
And like, I honestly, I would love
Is there
to go.
a dead raptor in there? Do you see one? I can't see.
It does not look like it, but I don't think that's a problem. I feel like the T-Rex probably would have gobbled it up.
Fair enough. Making your own head.
But yeah, we're already talking headcanon here, guys. We're getting deep. But I just want to go back and like look at this scene when the T-Rex roars to see how much it matches up, because so far they've been matching it up perfectly.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we just got a nice scratch here on the wall. That's cool.
Wait, but no. That's from the raptor, bro. That's the freezer door.
Oh, what?
That's when the raptor like ka-chink, ka-chink.
No,
right?
it's in the kitchen or in the dining room, isn't it?
No, dude, that's the freezer door.
No, because look at this. Look off to the left. You get that mural on the wall. See it? From the dining room. See? These are the details. That's why you're watching us. But that could be the kitchen door. Look at the detail on this banner.
Look at the texture on that shader, man.
And look, we're freaking out about things that could not ever maybe be in this game.
These will never be in the game. They'll never be in the game.
Just the fact that we have it is extremely exciting as a Jurassic Park fan. So give us this moment in time, okay? All right? I'm gonna be yelling this whole time. And we get somebody slamming down. This is I forget.
And here's our hero, which you get like these major like Ellie vibes with the yellow jacket.
Mm-hmm. Sure, yeah. I forget what the name of the character was. Dr. Maya Josai. It looks like a familiar person. Like I've seen this person acting in something. I don't really know who it is, but getting this instantly in this particular shot in this scene where they're in the what?
Since Saber Interactive likes to just like listen to us and take our ideas. All right, hold on.
Okay,
Saber. Dilophosaurus was not small. Dilophosaurus was kind of big. Mm-hmm. And you see, Colin Trevorrow screwed us and gave us like 10 small Dilophosauruses. So you have however many years that this game is in development. Get us a big one. A big Dilophosaurus, Saber. Just please.
Man. That is something we have been asking for. Show the different sizes. Yeah, you're not as bad as your big brother,
Exactly.
And we get, this is like inside the visitor center. We're getting a new dinosaur inside the visitor center. How cool is that?
Wait, what? Oh, just one that we haven't seen in the visitor center.
Yeah, in the visitor center, in a familiar location. Like, I love that. By the time, like, literally after one night, dinosaurs are just going wild. They're like, yo, this cool. We never got to run here before, dude. And they're all just like sprinting, jumping over things, parkouring. They're like Michael Scott. They're just like parkour. Like dinosaurs are so active.
To the point of like my what I was saying about the Fortnite Island and Jurassic Park, the book, like this trailer makes me feel like Jurassic Park is small, like the book was small. Mm-hmm. I feel like Jurassic World made the island this monstrosity. Like you had to have, I mean, you have to think the kids and Grant walked kind of across it in like a day, right?
Yeah.
With things in their way. So I don't know, man. Like, oh my gosh.
All right, so we got, just look at this. Oh my gosh, exit sign. And here we're entering into, oops, I just went back. We get to go back, this is a common trope, but we did this in Camp Cretaceous, but we're back in here in this exact spot. How many times have we been right here? I'm okay with it. I don't care. Keep going here.
But that like if this is a survival game, you have to have a kitchen sequence.
Yeah,
They're not
of
going to do
course.
the exact same thing, I would think, as the movie. I mean, they could, I guess.
Well,
if
this time it's a Dilophosaurus. You know, we have to worry about the Dilo spitting at her. So
I guess.
So now when I interview people on the podcast, I'm going to be like, so if you were stuck in a kitchen with a Dilophosaurus, what would you do? Oh man, look, just that shot alone. Honestly, as I'm looking at my laptop, or not my laptop, my iPad. It looks pretty real, but like looking on the screen here, I'm like, this is identical to the movie. This is just a shot from the movie that we never saw, right? Like, incredible. Oh, so creepy. That is amazing. All right, scurrying around the kitchen a little bit. Hiding.
Throw the light. Throw the light.
Is this, did it happen? Oh, it must have happened.
Dude, look at the lighting on this, man. Look, as a video game lighting artist myself, I love it. I love it.
I love the linger here on the cold storage because we know what's in there. You know? Right at this moment.
Yeah, we do.
We know what's in there, dude. There's a Velociraptor in there.
I don't remember the freezer saying cold storage on it, but and why is the pin out?
Well, yeah, I don't know. There was I don't remember. It was a fast moment, but yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Who knows? But we'll parse out those details as we get along. But all right, so we're in the jungle. We got the Dilophosaurus again. Trying to find hints of a bigger Dilophosaurus. I don't see any. Through the backside of the park gate. Now this is where just things got out of control. Like you've got this shot here is just
I missed like all of this.
This is like so photoreal. Like it's unbelievable.
It's so
like
good.
And then obviously, you know, guess who comes out of the shadows? But none other than Rexy. And she has a flare out of nowhere. Of course.
This is like this is where I was like, where you lost me.
Well, to be honest, none of this is in the game. This is not gameplay footage, so it's like we maybe have a moment like this in the game. Maybe we get here and have to interact, and you know, maybe you pick up a flare somewhere.
Flares are gonna be a part of your survival toolkit, right? Like you're gonna have to throw flares somewhere for distraction. Oh my gosh, look at that. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's
so good.
Oh man, unreal. I can't believe whatever we're in for here. Like I can't now look,
this exists.
Jurassic World Evolution, beautiful looking game as well. Had very similar cinematic moments like this with their trailers. But it's going to be impossible to compare those two games because they're extremely different. But they both seem to be beautiful as far as we can tell so far. But man, that is just that's everything. So wait, look at that. Do you see do we see those in the movie? The fences next to the gate?
Yeah.
Do we see that? I forget. Are they? Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. That's great. Or I didn't know if they were like, yo, Mattel's selling this fence with the gates and you know, we got to do a tie-in.
No.
And then we get some potential, you know, game. It says alpha in-game footage here. So look at this. Look at this stuff.
This is alpha?
Yeah.
This is alpha, buddy. This looks great.
Dude, look at this hallway. Look at this hallway. Does this feel like any
lighting, man?
Dude, does this hallway remind you of anything? I feel like this is that shot that didn't you render like a shot that looked like this, but with the raptors at the end or something?
Well, yeah. I mean, first off, this looks like the underground tunnels from the Telltale games and Camp Cretaceous, right? But yeah, I did do that render of the Brian Franzak card. I did like a fully CG version of it. Oh my gosh,
dude! And oh my god, are
we in a dock?
We're getting water sequences. We're on a dock, which means we can get the book
gas
version We can get the book version of the T-Rex attack on the water.
God, dude, don't.
If they don't do it, I'm gonna be so mad. But that's
What are you doing to me, buddy? Oh my God.
Oh man, like this is the stuff that flew by in the trailer while we're watching it live at the Game Awards. And who knows? I don't know what's happening at the Game Awards anymore. Is it on still? I don't know. But look at this.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Look at this
New
stuff.
set, the gas station. We need the gas station.
Oh,
What is
man.
this? Like a sewer? Is she like in like a
It's
sewer?
it's a sewer tunnel. Yep.
No, it's like an entrance to a tunnel. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
got
just
a-
some sort
like
of no, maybe not a sewer tunnel, but like a utilidor of some kind. Very cool. And dude, when Jurassic Park came on the screen,
It's over, buddy. The era
was-
of Jurassic World is done.
yes and no. I mean, it's still
That
lingers.
logo sells.
It does.
That
It's unbeatable. It's unbeatable. We need to revert.
Unbeatable.
I know it doesn't tell the story that they're telling. It's not a park. We're not in a park anymore. But but that is the logo. And when I saw that, I was so happy that it wasn't just. This has happened before where we've gotten things that are Jurassic Park oriented, but it says Jurassic World on the box, and we're like, what? It does not make any sense. So I'm so happy that it actually says Jurassic Park. And then in typical fashion, though, as we always do, we get just a word underneath the logo. Please, if anybody hears me out there at Universal, Amblin, any company out there, please, can you design logos that include the wording and not just put it underneath? Like, I know the Jurassic Park logo is one of the most iconic logos that's ever been created, but please make unique logos. Please. I'm begging.
Brad,
I'm begging.
I feel like if there was a podcast that had a logo that did this at one point in time, we could share that with them and be like, hey, kind of like this, or see, even Fallen Kingdom, I don't feel like is a great example because they spaced out the letters all funny and weird. I just feel like if there was an artist out there that had designed a logo for a podcast maybe 5-6 years ago.
If we knew somebody like that, yeah.
I mean, if we just knew somebody like that that could share their thoughts.
Well, maybe we'll have to let that person know that maybe they should just come up with some and then be like, yo, put it online, look at my work. Maybe then they'll come calling. I don't know.
That's not the worst idea you've had, buddy.
What is this post-credit teaser? Oh!
All right, now I gotta say.
The door opened.
I gotta say.
Say it.
The only thing that would have sold me even more on that shot was if the pin
claw.
was in there. Was it the pin was in there and the pin just fell and dinged on the floor?
Off. Yeah.
It would have been in. But still, oh my gosh, I can't believe this as a 1-minute trailer exists.
2 minutes.
I can't believe
you got an
this
extra minute
exists,
out of
Brad.
that. It's just
Brad, this is it's the most beautiful thing I've seen since The Lost World. It really truly is. And that's not any slam on the world movies. It's just that Jurassic Park and The Lost World had a feel. And this is that feel. This is that feel.
It is. Look, we're old. And we came up with Jurassic Park as kids. And that is the aesthetic, the designs, the dinosaurs, the buildings, just everything about Isla Nublar in 1993 is what we've always wanted to see continue. Steven Spielberg even wanted to go back to that moment in time with the Barbasol Cam. We never really got it. Yes, we got a Telltale game, and then we got a little bit in Camp Cretaceous, but that we never got to go directly back to where we wanted to be. And and now we finally are going to get that chance in a form. And I
can't
know
believe this is gonna
Telltale did.
exist.
I know Telltale did. Everybody stop yelling. But like Telltale is a very different experience of storytelling, and that this is the storytelling that I hope I want to do. You know, like we still have not, you know, really seen what it is and how to play and all that stuff and what our play area will be. But like this seemingly is what I want from that, you know. Photoreal looking, going back to all those spots. I'm excited. I'm excited.
I can't believe this exists or is going to exist. Embracer, stop laying off artists. Don't let this fall through the cracks. This is holy cow. Oh, I can't believe this exists. I can't believe this is real.
This is apparently real, and
Brad, like I'm like dude, when we saw that first trailer for Jurassic World Evolution, and it was like a spiritual successor to Genesis. I was just like I was like I'm dead. I remember having this. I remember like talking to you like, and I remember just being like, this isn't real, and this is deja vu, man. This isn't real. What is happening? Dude, this is a game that's a Jurassic Park game that's, thank God, not another park builder. Like, don't get me wrong, dude, man. The Portal is Jurassic World Evolution's 2's absolute best friend. Dude, it's absolutely the best playing that game on the Portal. But, dude, between two Evolution games, between the Ludia Park Builder fighting games, it's like I'm playing the collection, and the collection, dude, even with rewind functions, the collection that Limited Run put out, the games are still impossible. I still can't get past the stupid T-Rex on Jurassic Park the game. Or not the game, just Jurassic Park 93 or 94, whatever. Like, we have yet to have a game that's not just blasting dinosaurs. Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
How do you like that? You like that?
Gorgeous that is.
Pre-rendered footage. That unbelievable looking. Unbelievable looking.
Gosh.
Like,
if these are the models they're using, oh my gosh.
Unreal. Unreal. I mean, just unreal looking. It's so good.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's so funny. I feel like all these shots that are, you know, screenshotted from the press kit are the shots that I like specifically stopped on because they were so good.
They're so dynamic, right? Yeah, I mean, they are the most beautiful. But which is like crazy because this is pre-rendered, so I don't know if that means they're using in-game assets.
Well, this is the alpha in-game footage here. This is this shot.
It's still gorgeous.
Pre-rendered. This is alpha in-game footage. Same. Oh, man. Just, I love that. Like the Dilophosaurus at the end of the hall, just in shadow there. That, like, I remember when I played, what was the one?
I can't believe this exists. I cannot believe this exists.
Yeah. The one that was on, was it Jurassic World? I'm blanking on the name of it. The one that was in the VR. That one.
Who cares?
I can't remember the name of it.
Who cares? Nothing
I'm blanking.
Matters anymore, Brad.
There was moments in that game where you were like in tunnels, there were Dilophosaurs, and I remember being like terrified. So I can't imagine how this is going to make me feel. It's going to be amazing, I think. Like, and you know, here, let's talk about something real quick because as far as I can tell, there are no weapons in this trailer. And there was no weapons mentioned in the press release or anything like that. Aftermath, yeah, is that it? Jurassic KM? Yeah, I guess that would probably be the name. Thank you. Completely forgot what it was called.
Oh my gosh. Chat.
Yep.
I'm so excited. I've just been
I
ignoring
know.
the chat.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, we've been ignoring the chat. Really, really apologize. But we'll maybe get to that in a little bit. No, not that. But what I was saying was the weapons. There's no weapons. It seems like from the footage and from the press release. So that has me excited, very excited.
Well,
That we're not just shooting dinosaurs. I think that's a good idea, to not do that.
Well, I think it's totally okay to actually shoot a dinosaur, but not like it's not Destiny, right? It's not Gears of War. You're not just blasting them away. Like if you find a shotgun, right, and as part of your survival technique is you have got like 3 shotgun shells, and and we know from the books that shotguns don't really take these animals down. Like Muldoon was like, I want bazookas, like, and all kinds of crazy stuff. Not clear that this is based off of the movie, right? Where guns do little to nothing in the movie, but like to be like, oh, I've got 3 shotgun shells. I've got to make it last me until I can come across another one, right? And it's like a shot. You got a shotgun, but then you've got the T-Rex. It's like, okay, well, the shotgun does nothing, right? Like, what's the shotgun gonna do?
It's just gonna make it just like turn its head.
It's just gonna make it pissed. Like you're just gonna make it even more mad. Oh my gosh!
But that has me excited at least that it's not a focus on we need to kill these dinosaurs. We need to just destroy them. That is always my fear with a Jurassic Park game. That we're just going to be just leveling them. And then it's like, it's not fair. And it's like, it feels unlike the spirit of Jurassic Park. And yes, I know Muldoon, did a lot of shooting, and even Grant, in the first film. And like you mentioned the bazooka thing in the book, it's like, yes, those moments exist, but like out of pure survival. So
moments, they often fail. Even if Grant does shoot, two shells into a velociraptor, the raptor doesn't stop. It keeps coming. So,
and a cool feature would be like if you find a gun like a shotgun and you shoot it, it actually doesn't work. Like that would be a cool feature. It's like it's kind of a useless tool that's in this game,
So, what do you think of this? Do you think we get? Is it 13 or 15? Do you think we get all those species in this game? Is it 13 or 15?
Oh, I don't even know. 15, I think. I'm not sure.
I think it's 15.
But like Metriacanthosaurus, Stegosaurus,
Metriacanthosaurus. Well, is Stegosaurus on the island?
I don't know if it's on the island. Is it in the DNA that Nedry gets? I forget. So there's a potential for it.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, like I would like to see all of those things. But if we don't, that's okay. I'm fine with just
no, Brad. We got to see all the species. Like
okay, I'm good. Hey man, I'm good with that too.
Even if they got to like make one up, but like
Scorpius Rex.
Okay, never mind. Don't make it up. Don't make it up.
I like the Scorpius Rex. Scorpius Rex is awesome.
Make up what the missing one is.
No, they don't have to. It's all laid out there, I feel like, for us. So if you can include it. That would be fantastic. And it's like, I feel like how the Mario movie came to fruition. It feels like that movie was like, hey, we don't know if we're going to be able to make another one of these, so let's just put everything in one movie. And I feel like that's kind of what I want from this. It's like, hey, if we never get to explore this is our second try, right? Our second, like, I mean, maybe more than that with other, previous games. But speaking from the Telltale game onwards, like, it's our legit, like, second try at a good visual representation of the downfall of Jurassic Park. So we got to get it right. We got to do everything and see everything that we need to see. Because after 2 tries, I don't think we're ever going to do it again. Like, it's not going to be like, here's a third game where you are going back to the moment that Jurassic Park fell. I just don't see that happening.
I mean, look, did I ever think we'd get a Jurassic World Evolution 2? No. Did I think we'd be getting DLC on Jurassic World Evolution to this day? Like, we're still getting new dinosaur packs.
Yeah.
Clearly, dude, this franchise makes enough money at maybe not a, like, AAA level, right? Maybe not like a Last of Us, God of War, Halo, Gears level. But this franchise, if budgeted correctly in video games, clearly makes money, right? And clearly has legs. So can you imagine, man, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. This does well, and then the next Survivor game is different vignettes like around the United States or around the world or something, and it's like after Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom or something.
No,
like,
I want to see before the Lost World when the hurricane strikes Isla Sorna. There we go.
Oh my God, Brett. Brett. Yes.
That's a good one too. There's a lot of potential. So please, let's make this like a true reality, and we're not any part of this, but like let's make it happen. You know, like let's do the thing.
You're not part of that.
No,
I might figure it out.
yeah, you're gonna be part of this, dude. You're gonna figure it out, man. Your life changed before your eyes when you saw this trailer. There's been a few life-defining moments. This was one of them. Oh,
all right.
Unreal. I had plans for tonight, but they fell through because of this.
I literally stood up, and my wife goes, "You're ditching me?" I go, "Yep." Gotta go talk to Brad.
I'm just so happy. That was like such a thrilling thing. I really wanted to watch the rest of the Game Awards. Like I was very into the awards ceremony. I thought it was fun. You know, we just saw Gonzo. I was like, you know, Gonzo's out there announcing new games or something and talking about chickens.
How is this the follow-up to Hideo Kojima? Like,
yeah, Jordan Peele's out there, and then they're like,
Hideo Kojima's making a video game with Jordan Peele, and then by the way, we're just announcing this game that fans have been wanting
Unreal.
for years at this point.
I appreciate the wording constantly being mentioned in the press release about this is what the fans have been clamoring for. This is what they've been waiting for. The fans, you know, we wanted the fans to experience this. So that is very exciting to see that they are thinking about us. And it's not just, we need to produce content, you know, that Universal demands.
Get a Jurassic game out there. I don't know, like, do me a favor, go get some game in Unreal. Let's reskin it to be Jurassic. Right? Like, this is straight, looks like from the ground up, and oh my gosh, if they really truly deliver on an explorable Nublar that isn't like siloed off into different like portions, if you can literally traverse Nublar, that's not an unrealistic thought these days. It's not. I mean, we're talking a map that's not nearly the size of like The Witcher or Horizon, right? We're talking, we live in a world where you can throw 100 players and NPCs onto... Yeah. Dude, maybe that's why we haven't seen Jurassic in Fortnite, because they've licensed it out to Saber, and maybe the licensees are just like, that would be too similar.
I mean, maybe.
We don't want to steal thunder away from this survival game.
Yeah, let this come out first, and then we can get them, you know, because like Ellie and Aloy, or Ellie, is Ellie in? No, maybe not Ellie. Aloy and other characters, Uncharted and stuff like that, are in Fortnite, you know, so they do crossover from time to time. But we should probably read some of these comments here in the chat. I'd kind of go through. Shout out to Pixel Shark for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Legit thought it was Jurassic World Evolution 3, then Magic. Yeah, that did run through my head when I actually saw the island. I was like, is it, you know, because as a Jurassic fan, I feel like you feel that a lot. You feel like you're about to get your hopes up, you know, and you're like, oh, it's this thing that we have already through several iterations of. So I feel like that happens a lot as a Jurassic fan, where you're just like, oh, it's that thing. Okay. But this time it was legit. It was real. So thank you, Pixel Shark. That's awesome. Let's see what else we got here. Pixel Shark again, legit shrieked.
So good. So good.
Tally the Tanfastic says, trailer looks amazing. Jurassic KM says, now I have 2 games to buy an Xbox Series X for.
Oh, that's okay. So, Brad, how many copies of this are you going to buy?
I mean, 1.
Because here's my problem. I'm already in for 3.
Did it say Switch?
No, but like, here's the deal. My PlayStation's a digital only. And there's not going to be a world where this game exists and I don't have a physical copy of it.
Yeah.
So I'm doing digital PlayStation and digital digital PlayStation, digital Xbox Series S, and physical PlayStation.
All right, I forgot you had Xbox, so yeah, and imagine
we'll
if
see
VR
by the
was
time
supported.
this game comes out, they could, like, the PS5 could be like this big, and I won't need that little Series S, but NPC. Brad, I have a gaming laptop.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? I'm down in. Am I really in for $240?
Yeah.
$280? Guess so.
Let's see. Jurassic World kind of decanonized JP the game, unless they repair the doors.
All right. I made a joke at the front of this episode about, is this happening at the same time? Because it's just happening right after Jurassic Park. That was the same thing from Telltale. The same spiel. Y'all calm down.
Well,
I get it.
No, we all love headcanon. We all love piecing together things, and we've been doing it for so long that, like, Telltale can kind of exist in your mind, you know, outside of the T-Rex breaking through those doors, I guess. I forget. What did anything happen with the Barbasol can? I forget. What was the culmination of that?
I don't know, but if they really want to give a little knockback or a nod to Telltale, and like, really, that game is not amazing, but it was not bad. Like, it was an enjoyable, like, point and click adventure.
I enjoyed
right?
Telltale stuff back in the day with the Back to the Future game and that. And
yeah. If they want to put
Dead.
Trudons in this, game, I would not be mad. Would not be mad at all. The little raptor things with the glowing eyes, go for it. Go nuts.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
I'm down.
Let's see.
I mean, look, if Harpoon Harrison wants to make an appearance with Josh Jackson and T-Rex Turner, go nuts.
LBT says Jurassic Park Survival looks amazing and impressive. Andy says Twitter is blowing up about it. That's cool to hear, I guess. I'm not really on there anymore. So go over to Threads. That's where we're hanging out more often now.
You like this guy. Get off the internet. Unless you're talking to Brett.
And when she steps on Grant's hat, I was legit emotional. Yeah. I like this comment. Jurassic is still alive.
Dude,
and Daniel, yes. So I had a conversation with, I don't know. Oh, I think it was just everybody yesterday on the live stream, because we live streamed yesterday. And it was just myself. So I had a conversation with myself on the live stream yesterday that we're kind of like in the before again. So this is like a term, the before and the after, that I've used like several times over now with the films, that like we're like in the before the film releases, and then once we see the film, we're in the after. Last night I was saying, like, we're in the before again. Somehow we've gotten back into the before, because we've gotten 3 movies, nothing left on the horizon until Chaos Theory, you know, so we're kind of in the before again, where we don't really know what's going on. We don't know what they've got planned. And now I feel it even more, because we've got this game, and I'm like, my mind's blown even more. We're in the before. I can't wait until we find out what comes after, but I just want to savor this moment, because Jurassic feels alive right now.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe this exists.
Yeah.
I can't believe this exists.
I can't believe. I was wondering why they had the freezer open itself, but let's be honest, you can't have a JP game without velociraptors. And yeah, that is a fair point, because that would be the only so that raptor that we see, I guess, on the dock is that raptor. then from the freezer, because there shouldn't technically be any other raptors other than babies.
She came in but killed all but 2 of the others, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's not that there's babies; it's that there were hatchlings at some point, and we don't know.
That's
when,
fair.
I guess. I mean,
fair. I mean, there were footprints, right?
We know a few things. I mean, depending on how nerdy this developer went into it, we know a few things. We know that in the movies, right, the dinosaurs are given some sort of growth speeder upper things, right? Because we know that you don't go just the T-Rex. I mean, how old do you think that T-Rex was full size? Like, how many years does it take to get full size naturally?
I've had this conversation way too many times. I don't know. We've never come to a conclusion.
But hey, again, clearly Saber listens to us, so maybe they were thinking. But so anyway, we know that raptors have hatched on the island. We see eggshells. So the question is, how long do eggshells last? And footprints, I guess. I mean, if it's raining all the time, like
in my mind,
washed away.
In my mind, those baby footprints are brand new. Like they just hatched.
But that doesn't mean that there couldn't be raptors from previous either. Like,
who knows?
There's like in the book, there's like a cavern of them, man.
And that would be amazing if we got to see something like that.
Oh my gosh, like, if they take us down into the cavern.
Because who knows how long they've been doing it? Like, because there is a raptor paddock, like a legit paddock out there, not just the small one. The pen.
Yeah, there's an actual paddock, yeah.
So there's an actual paddock out there, and they could have escaped that a long time ago, gotten into some tunnels. Like, that's totally possible, yeah. Esteban here says, am I dreaming? I just watched the trailer, and I'm still in disbelief. All these years, is the prophecy coming true? Yeah, it feels like a dream. It feels wild. This is unreal. And I don't know what you're referring to, Jurassic Ham, but yes, you do, Brad. Sure. So hyped from Rod Balls. So hyped. Yes, we are so hyped. Let's see what we got. Speed Hunter says, I'm glad this is Jurassic Park survival, not Jurassic World survival. No one cares about Jurassic World. I don't know if that's officially true, but like, this is more. I'm more hyped for this than I would be for if, like, say for instance, we did not get this. We got an Owen Grady wandering around the island game for some reason. It wouldn't really make sense canonically. I don't feel like, but I would be excited for it. But it would not have reached. I wouldn't have been screaming like I was in this episode.
I wouldn't have ditched my wife, who is probably getting ready for that. That's funny. Or
Pixel Shark says, or another dang mobile game. Yeah. I mean, mobile games are fine. Like, that's cool. I think it's good to have different. And see, this is where it gets exciting because, like, we can finally talk about mobile games on their own. And, like, you know, they can be their own thing. Evolution can be its own thing. And now we've got this survival game. So now we're branching out so much that it feels okay to have so many mobile games and multiple years of evolution.
I can't imagine that being a survival game. I can't imagine this doesn't somehow get ported to, depending on when it comes out, either Switch or the quote Super Switch, as some people are calling it. Like, this will wind up on Nintendo eventually. I think it's just, from a rendering perspective, if you're doing, you always aim for the top 2 plus PC, so the top 3 really, and then you eventually come to Nintendo as a third party game, but it's usually like way later. But yeah.
I would most certainly play it on PlayStation or Xbox or PC before ever even thinking about playing it on Switch. And yes, here, Pixel Shark says Jurassic Park Survival 2, Sorna.
Dude, we gotta have. I love your idea about the hurricane.
Yeah,
that is such a great reason for a dinosaur escape story to begin. Like, I feel like we're always doing the after Jurassic Park failure, but to be on Sorna when everything's fine.
Yeah,
like, can you?
That would be awesome. Yeah, we get a storyline that's fine for a little bit.
Can you imagine? Okay. On Sorna, there were no fences, right? It was the opposite. The people were fenced into. The people were fenced in, right? And they were tracking the dinosaurs to go get them later. Can you imagine if the story is you're out there with your crew? I don't know. Maybe you're like Jaws Jackson or T-Rex Turner or Harpoon Harrison. Maybe you're one of those guys, right? And you're out in your Humvee, and you are a part of a small crew that's capturing, let's say, Mamenchiosaurus, right? And you and your crew, a hurricane happens, you and your crew are in the tents, and like you lose communications. And it's Sorna, so it's a lot bigger. You are 2 days away from being able to contact anyone. And that game is like, oh my gosh, Brad, I'm already excited about the next game.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten this one yet.
It's not that game is like literally past 2030.
10 years away. That is 10 years away. I'm dead at that point.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to even see that game. Dinosaurs version of GTA. So, Mateus here says Isla Nublar could fit in the Hogwarts Legacy map. What do you think? You've played that, haven't you? Or
yeah, I've played it. I think that's a really good comparison. Like the Isla, the Hogwarts Legacy map is bigger than Fortnite for sure, but it's like big enough that you don't want to walk it, which I feel like is Jurassic Park, right? Like Jurassic Park is big enough that you don't really want to walk it unless your car gets attacked out in the middle of freaking nowhere. But it's big enough that you could walk it if like you screwed up and found yourself at the very end of it without like your broom or something. So yeah, 1,000%. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Tyler just says awesome podcast. I agree. This felt like an awesome podcast.
This felt like the old days.
This feels good. Yeah, I'm reinvigorated. When is it being released? No idea.
No idea.
No idea. No mention of release or anything like that.
I mean, a lot of times games like this will be announced a year to 2 years before release. So like, I would not be surprised if this was 2025.
I hope it's not like the Indiana Jones game where that got announced and then just we hear absolutely nothing.
That was so weird, right? Like, gets announced. I mean, look at like movie tie-in games, right? The newest one we have is Avatar, which clearly
came
was
out
meant
today.
to hit when the movie came out. Yeah, but like, I mean, when did the movie come out? A year ago? At this point, like,
more maybe. I don't know.
There's no way the Avatar game set out to come out 1 year after the movie. There's just no way. I don't believe that.
Yeah,
I don't think the original Avatar game came out a year after the Avatar movie. So like the fact that Avatar basically missed I'm guessing its target by a year, it just goes to tell you like how tumultuous game dev can be. This game could be 2 to 3 years out, right? Like this gives the podcast fuel for however much longer. So I'm going to talk about that.
We finally have something to talk about.
We don't have to talk about Mattel every single episode. We can now rotate between Mattel, Embracer, Mattel, Embracer, Mattel, Embracer.
This feels good, man. This feels very good. Again, thank you again to Pixel Shark. JP has so many alternate continuities. It honestly doesn't bother me with inconsistencies. Toys, video games, comics, etc. Yeah, you know, we've gotten to the point, and I've analyzed it so many times over the years and thought about it and talked about it. At one point, I was like really on board with wanting everything to kind of stay true and be concurrent and be, you know, in line with each other. I wish they still had the chance. I still wish that like it would be taken seriously. I talked about it the other day with Chaos Theory that I really would love them to just care about the story and make it legit, make it real. But at this point, it's like, you know, even the first 3 movies have things that are not connected fully, and then the second 3 movies, there's a lot that just doesn't make sense and don't match up with the previous movies, and on top of that, like Camp Cretaceous, you know, a lot of people don't really like how that was a little wild, and then throw in the Telltale game and whatever happened in there, like there's a lot of different things that don't ever line up really, and I think when it comes to this game, canonically speaking, it doesn't have to do much canonically speaking.
No,
It doesn't really have
like,
to do
literally,
much.
if they came out and said this is not canon, this is just something we want to do for fun, like that's fine. But what I will say,
It's soft canon. You know, it's just soft canon, right?
soft canon, right? We do kind of live in this world though, where like games are like the games that are coming out are just complete love stories to the IP. Like, Brad, I know you have your issues with Harry Potter, but like the Harry Potter game was a love story. Hogwarts Legacy was a love story to Harry Potter.
I haven't gotten
right?
to play
like,
it. I do want to play it, but haven't gotten around.
I
to it.
heard
There's
this.
too many things.
I heard this RoboCop game is an absolute love story to RoboCop. Like, I was listening to a podcast and the guy was like, "Yeah, I just watched RoboCop," and he said, "This game," he goes, "had I not watched it recently, I probably wouldn't have noticed." But he's like, "The RoboCop game is like a complete love letter to the RoboCop movie." He's like, "They moved like," he goes, to the point where like in the movie, I guess the guy, he shoots the guy in the down below, you know, in the movie, and he goes, "Dude, this game like eggs you on." Like, he goes, "It wants you to shoot guys. Like, it doesn't want you to shoot him in the head. It wants you to shoot him where it counts." So I think Lego, I think Traveler's Tale, TT Games, they basically write love letters. I thought their Toys to Life game, like when I saw they were doing like so their Jurassic set wasn't all that, like the set was fine, but they didn't really do much with it in the game. But like the Doctor Who, I'm like, how do you make a Doctor Who Lego game? How do you make a Doctor Who video game that's interesting anyway? And it was just phenomenal. Like the Doctor Who portion in that Lego game was amazing.
Was it? I wanted to play that. I forgot that even like existed.
I mean, at this point, it's like good luck finding it.
Oh, I know, yeah.
all those toys, but yeah, I mean, it's just the fans are now developers, and they're making the games that we wanted as kids.
Yeah.
No more side scrolling with guns. You know, those dog days are over.
Pixel Sark says that in the Telltale game, Rexy steps on the Barbasol can and obliterated it. Okay, it vaguely is. I'm vaguely recollecting that. Like I played that game when it came out once or twice and completely forgot about all the details. Really, but that's good. So in Telltale, Rexy steps on it, obliterates it, and then in soft canon, I guess, or whatever it's considered, the Barbasol can is uncovered by Dodgson and then ends up in his facility in what's that place called? Where it is in the Dolomites or something, like in Jurassic World Dominion.
The caverns with the...
Well, yeah, because he had it in his office and then he brought it down into the tunnels and stuff. So I can't wait for that movie where we get to uncover the Barbasol can again in the caverns of the Dolomite mountain range.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. The only time it matters is right now in this video game. This is the only time it matters. 36 hours, right?
Do you think this could be how Dawson gets the can?
They're gonna have to retcon it again, sure.
Wait, how does he get the can in Dominion?
I mean,
it's not in Dominion, right? It's in Camp Cretaceous.
It's in Camp Cretaceous, and he just goes to the island, 30 years later, and just uncovers it with his pinky, and then it's just right there under the surface, in a spot that looks absolutely nothing like it looked in the movie. So
stupid show.
I would be perfectly fine. I think that was my biggest qualm with that show was that moment in particular, because that is the Barbasol can is one moment in time. Like I was saying with this game, just in general, like this moment in time is something we've longed to see and see it done properly, and to just kind of have it glossed over in Camp Cretaceous was a huge bummer. So we were all very much looking forward to seeing what happened with that can and Dodgson, expecting flashbacks and all kinds of crazy stuff, even within Dominion. Never got any of that stuff, but
that's not an evergreen episode we did, is it?
I mean, I like looking back on our theories, and I do think our theories sometimes are better than what we end up getting.
1,000 times better than fair enough.
But if we have 36 hours what did it say? This is one night or later or something like that. The next night.
Brad, remember when we had the audacity to think that Universal would pay for de-aging on
Dennis Nedry and
on,
also BD Wong.
On Nedry and BD Wong.
Yeah.
Like, what were we thinking?
Dude, it was possible. I mean, it's not unrealistic. Like, it could have totally happened.
I heard recently that Wayne Knight doesn't like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, actually, Jen brought it up on our show. She said
I heard that recently.
She said Jen went to some Comic-Con and met with Wayne Knight and started talking to him about Jurassic Park, and he was just like, I don't care. Like, so, sad to hear.
What else has he got besides Seinfeld? Is that what he wants to be known for? Is Seinfeld? I mean, that's fine.
Just Newman, yeah. Newman.
Amazingly, it's a beyond respectable role. Like he's an iconic. It's an iconic character.
Oh, of course.
But okay, sure. Like, I guess I won't have him sign my Dennis Nedry, Barbara Saul Can.
Yeah, probably not the best bet.
You know what? I would have him sign it and be like, "Hey, I was a fan as a kid. Thank you for taking that job." Like, I think if you phrase it as, "I know it was a paycheck for you, but it meant a lot to me," like.
You come at him like you just don't care at all. You're like, yeah, I don't care about this movie, but could you sign this, please? I have a lot of Dennis Nedry merchandise.
I feel like, no, like, I mean, look, like, I've been in the same building, Brad, as Steven Spielberg at the same time.
That is awesome.
And
that is very cool.
I didn't see him, but I feel like you'd have to play it cool, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Spielberg,
hey, man,
you changed my life.
Good.
I modeled my entire career after everything you've done. Or is it like, Mr. Spielberg, thank you for creating this piece of art that really influenced me. I appreciate it. You know, you're gonna play it cool.
No, you just go up. Who are you?
I'm sorry, Steven? Is it
Stefan
Spielberg?
Spielberg? What? Stefan. I don't know. I don't know you. Jaws. Never heard of. Is that a whale movie? Like, what is that? Yeah. So I don't know.
Orca.
But I am very, very excited. And I'll be interested to see if there are, like I said with Chaos Theory recently, I'm interested to hear if, like, we do get to hear from Steven Spielberg, or we do get to hear from Colin Trevorrow, Frank Marshall, like people like that are always attached as like executive producers on TV shows and different things. I'd be interested to hear if there are interviews with Steven Spielberg about, like, telling a story he never got to tell or something. Could be interesting to hear if there are those routes to go down.
We can talk about that later. I feel like we got a lot of fuel on this one, man. We got like 2 years worth of fuel
we got a lot.
Go, so.
But thank you so much for joining me last second and prompting this whole discussion. Do you have anywhere that people can track you down, your work, whatever you've got going on, anything?
No, literally, you can find me here at this podcast. The internet is dead to me. I'm so much happier and less stressed out not being on social media. But like, I mean, I don't know, Brad, if you can link it or whatever, but like, if you guys want to go through the podcast history, we've done some great Game Trail episodes where we talk about other Jurassic Park games. We did do a deep dive into Jurassic Park, the game by Telltale. Like, if y'all are newer fans of the show, that had to be like 5 years ago at this point. We've done some game trails on Jurassic World Evolution. We've done game trails with 2XL, the talking robot.
Yeah.
And I mean, here's the thing. I would love to work something out about this Jurassic Park collection, but legit, like, I have to beat one of the games before I feel comfortable, like, talking about it. Mm-hmm. And for the life of me, even with the rewind feature, I still cannot
still can't
play
do it.
This stupid game. This game is breaking my soul.
I still don't have it.
Well, aside, I ordered that limited run thing, and then, like, it was like a weird surprise drop. Did they ever announce the actual digital release date for that?
I don't know.
Because they don't announce the date.
That was a surprise. That was a surprise to me, because I you know, I made a point to buy the physical version, but I didn't get anything fancy. I just got just the Switch version. I was like, I'm just gonna buy it for Switch. And I didn't know that these digital versions would drop just a short while later. So I was kind of bummed out. I was like,
Right.
oh, like I didn't know it was gonna be here already. I thought we had a long time before this thing hit. And then people have even got their physical ones for the past few weeks. So
Seriously?
yeah, mine's on the way. It's coming now. Like I don't know. It's
Brother,
on,
do you
on
want
the
to
way.
see the you want to see the you want to see the PS5 background for this game?
Yes.
Are you ready?
No. Yeah. Go.
I don't know if you're ready, buddy.
Yeah. That is beautiful.
That's the background, right? Like they know what they're doing, man. So
Well,
gorgeous.
I think Neems made that from the community. So
Did
yeah. So I think that's his
Nice.
his artwork in there.
Nice
So
job.
that's pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, it looks great.
But that's all we got for you here. So I hope you enjoyed this spontaneous episode and conversation with the community here in the chat. Thank you so much to everybody who joined us here tonight and gave the super chats. Really, really appreciate you. Tune in for more live streams and podcast episodes, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.